Welcome to Business Live. I'm Mark Croskery. In BL tonight, top of the week for you. Monday's show, folks. Jamaica Stock Exchange. That's the JSE ticker symbol. The all-leading blockbuster JSE. Big news here. This is the appointment of the chairman and the deputy chairman. So that's Mr. Julian Mayer from JMB Group and Mr. Livingston Morrison. They've been re-elected to the chair and the deputy chair by the board of directors. The meeting was held on July 30th, 2020. Now, Access Financial Services here. Appointment of an executive. This is the financial controller or the FC role. So Mr. Brian Salmon appointed to the FC or financial controller role. This was effective July 20th, 2020. The release goes on to say that Mr. Salmon is very experienced and a competent accountant with over 13 years experience and financial management experience. Looking forward to seeing how this goes. And Access came out with their results. We're going to talk about that later this week on Business Live. Now, Sagicor Select Funds, resignation here. So this is continuing from last week or the last couple of weeks in regard to Mr. Kevin Donaldson and the changes taking place at Sagicor Investments in their org chart. So what Sagicor Select is saying here, with a couple of the different, let's say, listings or, companies on the JSE, is that with the restructuring of Sagicor Investments, the org chart position that Mr. Donaldson had before, is non-existent or it's not there in the org chart anymore. So, it goes on to say that this is for Sagicor Select overall. Now, Carreras, always, the income stock, if you want to get something in your portfolio to give you some dividends during this time when the JSE or let's say even global markets are moving very much sideways. So Carreras declaring a dividend here. It's going to be paid out of accumulated profits, and it was declared at the board meeting held on July 29th, 2020. Not as good as expected, we'd say on Business Live, but it's an interim dividend of 12 cents per share, and it's going to be paid in early September 3rd, 2020 to be exact. Now, in overseas markets, very exciting stuff here. A lot of companies in the US have been doing quite poorly, due to the pandemic, due to COVID-19. But we're seeing, food is king, not just in the Jamaica Stock Exchange, the Jamaican markets, but even the US markets. In this case, Clorox company coming out with a brilliant second quarter. So group revenues rose by a whopping 22% to $1.98 billion US, which is just huge. So you're seeing it on the top line, not just the bottom line. So the bottom line here, folks, is cleanliness is next to godliness when it comes to these type of things. So you're seeing it here, with bleach, sanitary, not just the healthcare stocks, but also with companies like Clorox. I'm Mark Croskery. This is Business Live.